Welcome, my dear students. Today we will explore Phylum Arthropoda, the largest and most diverse group in the animal kingdom. From insects and crustaceans to spiders and centipedes, arthropods occupy almost every habitat on Earth. In this session, we will understand their key characteristics like jointed appendages, chitinous exoskeleton, segmentation and high adaptability, and then study their classification based on Ruppert Barnes 1994 in the 6th edition of the book in a clear and simple manner useful for undergraduate and postgraduate students. Let's dive into the exciting world of arthropoda. Arthropoda general characteristics and schematic classification based on Ruppert Barnes 1994. Taxonomic history of arthropods. The study of arthropods have evolved over thousands of years. Here is a simple timeline. Aristotle, this is the image of Aristotle in first to study these animals in detail, and he coined the term Malacostraca to describe crabs and similar creatures. Carolus Linnaeus, he gave modern direction to arthropod study. He grouped crustaceans, spiders and myriapods under the Insecta aptera, that is wingless insects. He is Cuvier. He introduced the terms Crustacea and Myriapoda, suggested grouping annelids and arthropods together under Articulata. He is Lamarck. He placed spiders, mites, myriapods and silverfish under Arachnida. He grouped prawns, crabs, lobsters under Crustacea. He is von Siebold. He separated annelids from arthropoda, and first proper recognition of arthropoda as a distinct group was credited to von Siebold. So definition, what is the definition of arthropoda? Arthropods are basically bilaterally symmetrical, segmented animals with a jointed exoskeleton and paired jointed legs. Their body cavity becomes hemocele and they must mold their exoskeleton to grow. General characteristics of arthropoda: body plan. Their body is bilaterally symmetrical and they have metameric segmentation. There is a true coelom which is present but reduced. Tegmatization: their body segments are grouped into functional regions like head, thorax, abdomen in many groups, and their head shows strong specialization. Their exoskeleton, hard chitinous exoskeleton, often with proteins. They provide protection and attachment for the muscles. They must be molted or ecdysis for growth. Jointed appendages, they have paired jointed legs which help in walking, feeding and swimming. Advanced musculature, they have well developed or striped or striated muscles for rapid movement. They have hemocele, their coelom is reduced, their main body cavity is the hemocele or blood-filled body cavity. Open circulatory system, heart is a dorsal tubular structure with lateral openings or ostia. Their hemocyanin pigment presently commonly act as respiratory pigment. Respiratory organs, they have gills in crustaceans, trachea, spiracles are found in insects, book lungs are found in spiders. Excretory organs, coxal glands, antennal or maxillary glands are found in aquatic arthropods. Malpighian tubules are found in terrestrial forms. Nervous system, they have dorsal brain and double ventral nerve cord with segmental ganglia. Sense organs among the arthropods are very advanced. Compound eyes made up of many units or ommatidia. They have antenna for smell and touch. Reproductive system, usually they are dioecious. Their sexes are separate. Some groups show hermaphroditism. Parthenogenesis is found in some insects, copepods and branchiopods. Fertilization and development, they have in internal fertilization in terrestrial forms. Their external fertilization is found in some aquatic ones. They have central acital eggs. Their superficial cleavage is common. They show direct or indirect development, many of them with larval stages. They have ciliated larva which is typically absent. This is the classification or classificatory scheme of Arthropoda. Arthropoda can be phylum Arthropoda can be divided into subphylum Trilobita, subphylum Chelicerata, subphylum Crustacea, and subphylum Uniramia. Subphylum Trilobita has no further classes. All of them are extinct or fossilized. But the subphylum Chelicerata can be grouped into three classes: Merostomata, Arachnida, and Pycnogonida. Subphylum Crustacea can be divided into 11 classes such as Remipedia, Cephalocarida, Branchipoda, Ostracoda, Copepoda, Mystacocarida, Branchiura, Pentastomida, Tentaculocarida, Cirripedia, and Malacostraca. Subphylum Uniramia, fourth subphylum, they can be grouped into five classes such as Chilopoda, Symphyla, Diplopoda, Poropoda, Insecta, or Hexapoda. So this is the classification of phylum Arthropoda. There are various types of images of the insects: Culex or Daphnia, insects not Arthropoda, Squillia, Artemia, Lepas, Pyrobolus, etc. So this is the comparative table of arthropod subphyla according to Ruppert Barnes. They can be classified into four subphyla: Trilobita, Chelicerata, Crustacea, and Uniramia. So the status: Trilobita are extinct. Chelicerata, most of them are terrestrial. Some are marine. Crustacea, mostly they are aquatic, and Uniramia, mostly they are terrestrial. Body division: they have cephalon, thorax, and pygidium. Chelicerata, they have prosoma and opisthoshoma. Crustacea, they have head, thorax, and abdomen. Uniramia, they have head, thorax, and abdomen also. Lobes: Trilobita, three. Tri means three, so there are three longitudinal lobes are there. Chelicerata, there is no trilobation or no lobe formation. In Crustacea and Uniramia, they have no trilobation or lobe formation. Antenna: Trilobita has one pair, many jointed antenna, and Chelicerata has no antenna. Crustacea has two pairs of antenna, and Uniramia has one pair of antenna. That's why they are named as called as Uniramia. Uni means one. Types of appendages: they are biramus. Trilobita are biramus. Chelicerata are uniramus. Crustacea is mostly biramus, and they are just like antenna. Uniramia has uniramus types of appendages, so they are named as Uniramia. First pair of appendages of Trilobita are named as antenna. First pair of appendages of Chelicerata are named as cheliceri. First pair of appendages of Crustacea are called as antenna, and first pair of appendages of Uniramia are also called as antenna. Trilobita has simple mouth parts. Chelicerata has no mandibles, so they are called as amandibulate. Crustacea's mandibles present. Uniramia mandibles are also present. Eyes. Trilobita has lateral compound eye. Chelicerata has simple eyes, compound eye degenerative. Crustacea, they have stalked compound eye. Uniramia, they have simple or compound eyes. Respiration. Trilobita perform aquatic gill-based primitive respiration. Chelicerata, they have book lungs or book gills. Crustacea, they have gill or body surface. Uniramia, they have tracheae. Mostly they have tracheae. Excretion. Their excretion is not well known for the Trilobita. Chelicerata has coxal gland as their excretory organs. Crustacea has antennal or cell glands as the excretory organ, and Uniramia has malpighian tubules as their excretory organs. In larval forms are unknown for the Trilobita. In case of Chelicerata, mostly direct development is found. In case of Crustacea, there are nauplius larvae is found. In case of Uniramia, the development is often directed. Habit. Trilobita, they are only marine. Chelicerata, they are primarily marine origin, but many landforms are also visible. Crustaceans are basically marine, freshwater, and few of them are terrestrial. Uniramia are primarily terrestrial. Special features: Trilobita, they three-lobed body and biramus limbs. Chelicerata, they have cheliceri as their mouth parts, no antenna, and they are amandibulate. Crustaceans, there are two pairs of antenna. Nauplius larvae is found. Uniramia, uniramus legs, and tracheal respiration is found. Example of Trilobita is Agrestus and Ampix. Examples of Chelicerata are Limulus and spiders or scorpions. Crustaceans examples are prawns, crabs, or copepods, and insects, centipedes, millipedes are the examples of Uniramia. These are the images showing the organisms under subphylum Uniramia, subphylum Chelicerata, subphylum Trilobita, and subphylum Crustacea. So the comparative table of classes under subphylum Chelicerata. We know they have three classes: class Merostomata, class Arachnida, and class Pycnogonida or Panthopoda. Their habitat, in case of Merostomata, their habitat is marine. Arachnids are mostly terrestrial, and Pycnogonids are basically marine. They are also called as sea spiders. Body regions: Merostomata have prosoma and opistosoma with carapace. Their tail and spine are present. Arachnida, they have prosoma and abdomen. There is no tail spine. Class Pycnogonida, they are small. They have small cephalon. They have segmented trunk and a reduced abdomen. Eyes. Merostomata has well-developed compound eyes or lateral eyes. Arachnida, they are mostly simple eyes. Compound eyes are degenerate. Pycnogonida, they have few simple eyes. First pair of appendages, they have from class Merostomata have the chelicerae, class Arachnida have the preoral chelicerae, and Pycnogonida have short chelicerae. Other cephalic appendages: Merostomata has 5 pairs of walking legs, Arachnida has pedipalps and 4 pairs of walking legs, and Pycnogonida has segmented pedipalps. Their proboscis are present. Total walking lengths: Merostomata has 5 pairs of legs, Arachnida has 4 pairs of legs, and Pycnogonida has long walking lengths which are variable. Antenna. Class Merostomata, in case of Merostomata, antenna is absent. In class Arachnida, antenna is also absent, and Pycnogonida, antenna is also absent. Respiration. Merostomata perform their respiration by means of book gills. Arachnida has book lungs, trachea, or both for respiration. Pycnogonida perform the respiration through their body surface. There are no true respiratory organs. Excretory organs. Their excretory organs is not specified clearly in Merostomata. They are mainly gill-based. In case of Arachnida, Malpighian tubules or coxal glands perform excretory function. In Pycnogonida, excretion is minimal, and so there are not specialized organs. Reproductive opening on ventral abdominal region. Merostomata has a reproductive opening. For Arachnida, they have reproductive opening on their abdomen. In case of Pycnogonida, which is a unique feature, the reproductive organs are found on legs. Special features: tail chain used for pushing and balance. In case of Merostomata, is responsible for crawling adults. In case of Arachnida, their abdominal appendage is not fused for locomotion, and in Pycnogonida, males bear oviger, that is egg carrying legs. Larval form development: Merostomata is direct development, they have no larva. Arachnida, they have also show direct development, so there is no metamorphosis and no larval forms. And in case of Pycnogonida, there is a protonymphal larva is found. Feeding: Merostomata are benthic and their feeding habit is scavenging. Arachnida are predatory and carnivorous, and Pycnogonida are mostly many larvae parasitic and adults are predatory. Examples of Merostomata are limulus and tachypleus. Examples of Arachnida are spiders, scorpions, ticks, mites, etc. And examples of Pycnogonida include nymphon and Pycnogonum. This is the image showing the different types of chelicerates. So this is a comparative table of classes of crustaceans. They have the class Remipedia. Their body is elongated. More than 330 segments are there. They have leaf-like limbs. First trunk appendages as named as maxilliped. Their eyes are absent. In Remipedia, they live in marine caves and their feeding habit is carnivorous. Examples such as Lasionectes. Cephalopoda, their body is small, cylindrical, and there is no carapace. They have 8 identical thoracic limbs. Their blind compound eyes present, and they are marine and bottom dwelling. They act as detritus feeder. Examples: Hutchinsoniella. Branchipoda, they are also small and freshwater. They have leaf-like trunk limbs or gill feet, and they have vestigial antenna. Their eyes are present. They live in freshwater habit. And examples: Triops. Ostracoda, their body in bivalve cell. Their head is large, trunk is reduced. Eyes are usually simple. Their habitat and mode of life: marine and freshwater. Cypress, Gigantocypress. Copepoda, small and cylindrical. They are fast. long first antenna, their appendages. They have five thoracic limbs and they have no carapace in Copepoda. Their eyes are ocular eye habitat. They are mostly free living and some of them are parasitic. Examples include Cyclops and Diaptomas. This is the image showing different types of crustaceans such as Ostracoda, Mystacoda, Cocarida, Copepoda, Branchipoda, Hexapoda, etc. This is the Malacostraca. They have largest class. Head has 8 thorax and there are 6 abdominal segments. Their key features: they have 14 appendages, pleopods and periopods are there. Their eyes are compound in nature. They mostly feed marine and free living. Examples include Pineas, Cancer, Macrobrachium, etc. Branchiura, their body is dorsoventrally flattened. Their appendages are maxilla, which are large sucker and reduce their antenna. Eyes, compound eyes they have. They are ectoparasites of fishes. Examples include Argulas. Pentastomata, their body is worm-like and there are 5 anterior projections. Their appendages are leg-like claws. There is no typical crustacean limbs, so they are absent. Their eyes are absent. Their parasites are vertebrate of respiratory tract. Examples include Linguatula, Tantulocarida. Their body is minute and they are parasitic. They are adult male attached by oral disc. Their eyes are absent. They are marine parasites. Examples include Tantulocarid. Cirripedia, they are sessile, body inside bivalve carapace. They have 6 pairs of biramous appendages, are known as cirri, which is used for feeding. Their eyes are reduced. They live in marine environment. They are basically sessile or parasitic in nature. Examples include Balanus, Lepus, etc. Comparative table of classes under subphylum Uniramia. So Uniramia has chilopoda or centipedes. Their body is dorsoventrally flattened, 1 pair of legs per segment. First, trunk appendages modified into poisonous claws or forcipules. They are carnivorous and fast-moving. Respiration performed by trachea. Examples include Scolopendra and Lithobius. Diplopoda are also known as millipoda. This Julas is the example of diplopod and Scolopendra is the example of chilopoda. So the diplopoda body is cylindrical, 2 pairs of legs per segment. So diplo segments. They are herbivorous, slow moving and can secrete repellent chemicals. Their respiration is performed by trachea. So Julas and Spirostreptus are the examples of diplopoda. Insecta, their body is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen. There are 3 pairs of legs and usually 2 pairs of wings, 1 pair of antenna. Respiration is performed by trachea. There is extremely diverse feeding habits. So, examples include Apis, Anopheles, Grylas, etc. This is the image of the Anopheles mosquito. Pauropoda, which are very small, soft-bodied, blind. They have 9 to 11 pairs of legs. They live in soil. They feed on decaying organic matter. They have no trachea for respiration. They perform respiration throughout the body surface. These examples include Poropus. This is the image of Poropus. Symphyla, they are small, centipede-like but harmless. 12 to 34 pairs of legs they have. They are soil dwelling. They feed on roots. They are roots, decaying matter, etc. Simply they have eyes or eyeless. The examples include Scutigirella. So thank you my dear students for joining this session. Today we learned how Phylum Arthropoda stands as the most successful animal group marked by jointed legs, a chitinous exoskeleton, segmentation, diverse respiration and sensory systems and remarkable adaptability. We also explored their systematic position according to Ruppert Barnes, which help us understand the organization and evolutionary relationship of this vast phylum. Arthropods are not just biologically fascinating, they are ecologically essential and economically significant because influencing agriculture, industry, environment, and human life in a countless way. I hope this session made the concept clearer and strengthen your understanding for undergraduate and postgraduate zoology preparation. Stay curious, keep learning, and see you in the next class. Thank you again.